Should a woman leave a broke man? Sharp Game here, coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So, got this question from a woman. She said, should a woman stay in a relationship with a broke man? And I kind of had to think about this one. Just the mere fact that you're asking this question tells me a lot. And if you have to ask this question, or if you have to contemplate and think about it, you probably should leave. You probably should not stay in a relationship with this man. You should probably plan to leave. Because you're not really committed. You know, that tells me that you're either comparing yourself to somebody else. You have your options open. You're maybe you don't trust this guy, don't believe in him, in his abilities. So you're not committed. So if that's the case, you should leave. But here's the reality. The reality is, most of us didn't come from wealthy families. And most of us probably, if you're second generation, you probably didn't get much, probably wasn't passed down to you. So most of us are out here trying to figure this thing out. We're trying to get it. We out here trying to get it. Now I do realize some guys, just some people in general, just aren't motivated to try to get it out here, trying to get that bag. Some of us aren't motivated as much as others. Some of us have an entitlement mentality. Some of us are too dependent on the guy. We bring more hardship to the guy than anything. A lot of women are more, they're more of a distraction than anything. This is why a lot of guys don't get anywhere, because he has to hear what she got going on in the background. So it's hard for him to focus on what he really should be doing, or whatever he's trying to do. This is why a lot of times a guy will leave one woman, or no, she'll leave him, and he'll get with another woman, and he'll blow up. This happens all the time. And some people, when it happens and when they see it, they can't believe it. Well, the reason why it happened, because he was around the right people. He was around the right woman. I keep saying this all the time. You're only as strong as the people that you have around you. If you're around the wrong people, you're probably not going to get in the position or the place that you want to be. And see, a lot of women that I meet, they'll say, hey, you know, I want the guy that's already got it. He's doing big things. You know, he's perfect just for me. And I always tell them, no, you don't. If you wanted him, you'd have had him already. Especially if you're in your 30s, if you don't have the ideal guy that you always wanted to be with, or the quote big fish, if you aren't with the mover and the shakers, if you ain't with him yet by 30, it's probably not gonna happen. Because I know a lot of these guys that's out here, that's quote big fish, the guy doing big things, he ain't checking for you unless you're in his circle. Them guys is not checking for you like that. They're not. So if you are not in those circles, or you haven't met him when you was in your 20s, in college, high school, or somewhere in your 20s, it's probably not gonna happen. So the way I see it, if you're a woman and you're in your 30s and you haven't met the big fish yet, the guy with, the moving, the shaker, the guy that's doing big things. If you haven't met him yet, you got two options. Either get with a guy that's motivated and y'all can build something together, or get with the guy that's on the way up. That's it. Because the guy that already established already, he got options. He got plenty of options. And how you think you're gonna, even if you try to get next to him or close to him, well, what you gonna bring to the table? How you gonna stick out? He got a bunch of women that look just like you or better than you. So some women will say, "Oh, I'll put it down on him one good time. He'll be all mine. Get all this good stuff." No, another woman already done that already. And if he ain't if she didn't lock him down, what make you think you're gonna be able to lock him down? See, I think a lot of women are kind of delusional. You have some women out here that's 40 plus years of age. They want a guy with all this stuff. First they want a younger guy. They want him to be all established. But if he's 35 and you're 45, he ain't checking for you. He ain't checking. A 35-year-old dude is not checking for you. He might give you one night or every once in a while, but he ain't going to be spending a lot of time with you like he would spend with the younger woman. It's not going to happen. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, okay, you can trap him if you want, but he's still going to leave eventually. And then a lot of women make me laugh sometimes because they say they want the mover and the shaker, the athlete, entertainer, etc. And when they get with the guy, they can't handle it. They can't handle the stuff that comes along with it. Because sometimes you might have to put on that dress. You might have to be on his side on the red carpet, some event, some conference. He might have to speak in front of adults, kids, and you might have to go on stage with him, and you might even have to speak along with him. That scares the death out of some women. I've known women that have went through this with guys, and they couldn't handle it, and they're not even celebrities. They can't handle it. So imagine if the guy was a celebrity. So, there's some women are, like I said, are delusional. They want a guy in a, perfect world. They want a guy. They want to be with the top guys, but they want the least amount of responsibility. They don't want to have to be in the spotlight. They don't want to be seen. They kind of want to, it's kind of like some people I know. They want to make the big money, but they want to hide like a hermit. They don't want to come out the closet. They don't want to be on camera. They don't want to answer any questions. They kind of want a lot of things, but they want to hide and stay in the shell like a turtle. It doesn't work like that in the real world. If you want to make the big money, you got to get out the closet. You might have to be on camera. You might have to speak in front of people. You might have to speak in front of kids. You might have to speak in front of people, the corporation that you work for. It just doesn't happen like that. If you're with a guy that's a public figure, you might have to answer some questions to a reporter one day. If he's an athlete, you you're gonna be on camera if he's an athlete eventually. It just doesn't happen like that way. You know, you can't be with the top guys or be around the top guys in those circles and kind of be shy and stay in the shell in the box like a turtle. No, it doesn't work that way. You know, see, there's a sacrifice that you have to make if you want to do anything big, if you want to be around certain groups of people, or if you want to start something on your own. There's a sacrifice you have to make. And this is what a lot of women don't understand. Because the television and has really fooled a lot of people. It's kind of, you know, and there's a lot of lies and deception out here. And you got the magazines and the media. They believe, people actually believe a lot of this stuff that they see and hear on television. But in the real world, as far as, you know, just practically thinking, doesn't work that way. You have to show yourself. You know, look, I'm not saying you should settle, but I'm saying you have to make adjustments as a woman as you get older. If you're trying to be with the same guy at 25 and now you're 40, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get those guys like that, because your value as the older you get as a woman, your value goes down. It don't go up. It's reverse. You know. Now as a guy, yeah, our stock goes up, our value goes up. But as a woman, no, it goes down. You can't act like, if you're a 40-year-old woman with two kids, you can't act like the woman with the 30-year-old woman with no kids. Y'all not in the same position. That's like y'all not even in the same league. I mean, it's like we're comparing apples and oranges here. You can't be so picky. The 30-year-old, she's younger, more options. You probably look better. And you're 40, 2 kids. You got the package deal going on here. And if you think you're going to get a better guy than the 30-year-old, you're delusional. It doesn't work like that. I mean, if you haven't gotten the guy that you want by the age of 30, if you haven't gotten that dream guy that you want by the age of 30, it's probably not going to happen. You'd have had him already. You would have had him. That's just like I met a multi-millionaire years ago. I told him I wanted to be rich. He said, "No, you don't." So I said, "Why you say that?" Because you would have figured that out already. You wouldn't be sitting here talking to me, asking me how to get rich or make a lot of money. You would have figured it out already before you met me. It didn't really make sense if you really think about it, because you wouldn't have been sitting because you would have paid the price. You would have figured it out. You would have found a way to make it happen before you met me. That's what he told me. And it made sense. I mean, and you can apply that to anything. Relationships, money, etc. You know? So, as a woman, you really have 2 options. Find a guy that's on the way up, or the guy that you can trust a guy that's has ambition, want things out of life, and build something together with the dude. But the guy that's already got it, he got options. He ain't trying to be with a. Hey, what's so special about you? How you gonna stick out? It's probably not gonna happen. If it ain't happen in your 20s, it's probably not gonna happen. That's just reality. I mean, I know a lot of these guys, these high rollers out here. They're not really trying to be with no one woman. Not really. They might have a main woman, but she ain't the only woman, and she know it. So if you want this guy that have access and resources, and he's successful in doing whatever he's doing, if you're looking for him to settle down with just you, you're delusional. That's just reality. That's something we have to. A lot of us, we don't want to face. We don't really want to see things for what it is, but that's how it is. And most of us, like I said, we don't come from wealthy families, and most of us, nothing was passed down really. If you're second generation, nothing was passed down really. No, some of us, yeah, we probably went to the Ivy League college or whatever, and maybe your family was one of them frat families, boule types. Okay, but and so you're in them circles. Okay, that's cool. But they don't go out of that circle though. That's the thing. So if you're not in that circle and you're a woman, you're probably not going to be able to date those guys. If you're not frat, that's just reality. You know? So if you have to ask that question, like I said in the beginning, if you have to ask that question, it's the way you thinking is probably not going to happen. So hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/SharpGame. The link will be somewhere down below this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.